Hi everyone! When summer's here, that means tomatoes. Instead of making a tomato salad, let's make this tasty cherry tomato and goat cheese tart. It's perfect to bring to a picnic, eat for lunch, or a snack. So let's jump in and start making our tart shell. We need flour, salt, sugar, and frozen butter. I dip the butter in flour so it won't slip out of my hands as easily, then just grate it with a cheese grater. I like to make this dough on the cutting board using a bench scraper so the butter won't melt with the heat from my hands. Then use the bench scraper to chop the butter into pea-sized pieces, and then add in your water. I start with 3 to 4 tablespoons and add one more if necessary. Then you want to fold, chop, and press the butter into itself to make a nice dough. Once your dough is mixed together, shape it into a hockey puck, wrap it in plastic wrap, and put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes to let the butter reset. Flour both sides of the dough and roll it out to about 1/8 to 1/16 of an inch thick. I trim off any extra dough that's a little too big for the pan. It's just going to make it easier when we go to put the dough inside the pan. The easiest way I've found to put the dough into a rectangle pan is just fold it in half, and then you just lift it up and put it in. Press the dough into the pan using your thumbs. If there's some thin spots, just tear off a piece like I'm doing here and just add that to it and make it the same thickness as the rest of the dough. It's okay, it's going to be inside, nobody's going to notice. I just use the back of the knife to scrape the dough off into the shape of the pan. Use a fork and poke a whole bunch of holes in the bottom of the dough. And we want to blind bake our tart shell, which is essentially just baking it with nothing in it. I'm filling this with beans. This just helps keep the shape of the dough and make sure that it doesn't slide down to the pan too much. If your dough is a little soft, it will shrink a little bit. Then we just take out our beans after 25 minutes in the oven, set it aside, and let it cool down. In a bowl, we're going to take our goat cheese and heavy cream, season with pepper. We don't need to season with salt. Goat cheese is usually salty enough. Then we can add in our 2 whole eggs and mix this until it's fully incorporated. Cut cherry tomatoes in half. Chop our garlic cloves. Add that to a bowl, and then we're going to season it with sugar, salt, black pepper, and olive oil. Add all the goat cheese filling to our tart pan and spread it out evenly. Then add our cherry tomatoes in rows all the way down on top of the tart. I'm also going to top this with sliced shallots. You can use red onions or you can just omit it if you want. Put our tomato and goat cheese tart into a 350-degree oven and bake for about 30 minutes. I like to serve this tart at room temperature, so I want to let it cool down for about an hour before we serve it, and then just pop it out of our tart pan. And then garnish the tart with some basil leaves. When we cut the tart shell, you can see that it's flaky but not crumbling. This is what I really look for in my tart shells. Then we open it up, and it's like a little goat cheese souffle with cherry tomatoes on top. It's absolutely delicious. Thanks for watching my video on how to make this cherry tomato and goat cheese tart. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Drop me a comment and let me know what one of your favorite tarts are. See you next time.